right, I'm Susan Ashbrook and you are watching EquineVIP, and I am so excited today because we are interviewing a very famous cowboy, Rex Peterson. Rex has been his horses, and you've been behind the scenes in so many Hollywood movies. I don't know where to start. What was the last movie that you did?
I just finished a project called Temple Grandin.
Yes.
That
just aired.
Yeah.
I saw it with Mira Sorvino, and there's a scene at a museum that she's riding her horse.
And we just went down there and had to play sick horse, and this is the particular horse I went and done it with. He was also the horse I done Dreamer with. Used him for several things, and he become a pretty good project for me in the movie business.
How did you find him? T is his name.
This is Mr. T. His registered name's Harbor's Mist. He's a 10-year-old thoroughbred horse that was raced approximately 40-some trips. And the director wanted a specific look. The boss of the job went around and bought 7 different horses, and we went through them, and I picked this horse and went to training on him extensively for that movie. So he was basically started for that movie. He had some problems in him when we started, and we rectified most of them, and by the end of the movie I realized that, you know, the other 7 were all right, but this horse had a little something special, and so I kept him and we've continued to train on him.
Now, I've heard from our friend Trina Mitchum, who wrote Hollywood Hoofbeats, that horses, there's something special about Hollywood horses. You know, they see the light in the camera or something that tells them that you're filming. Is that true?
Well, there are certain horses that have, I don't know what you want to call it, a charisma about them or what, but they learn, they're on camera. The horse I done Hildoggo with, he's character. He knows when he's on camera.
Really?
He comes to life. The old chestnut horse that I just lost that I done Horse Whisperer with. I retired him right after Princess Diaries. He had arthritis. He would walk on the set of Princess Diaries like an old man. We'd roll cameras and he'd come to life and do his job. They'd holler cut, and you could see him go back to number 1, and he was sore and he was hurting. But when they rolled cameras, he knew he was there and he knew what he was there for. He was a character. They know how, I'm not sure,
yeah.
But they learn and they know what they're there for, and good ones. You know, in my career I've been very fortunate. I've had some great ones. When I first started as a young man, I had an old man tell me, if you own 1 great horse in your lifetime, consider yourself lucky. I've been very fortunate. I've had 3 of them that people give their eye teeth to. So I've been very, very lucky in my career.
I watched you give a clinic today, and one of the things that I heard you say a lot was about it takes thousands and thousands of hours. I think what you were trying to tell people is a lot of patience. Your job involves a lot of patience.
The only thing that trains horses is persistent patience. You have to be persistent, but you have to be patient, and you cannot get upset at them. You cannot ever get mad at them. They're always going to be 10 times bigger than you are.
Yeah.
But you are 10 times smarter than they are, so you have to always, always, always outthink them. And that's the thing, is sometimes I tell people, you're having a problem with one, stop. Say, what's he doing? What's causing it, and how can I stop that? And anything they do is man-made. They're born a blank chalkboard, a totally blank chalkboard with no writing of any kind on it. But once you go to handling it, from the time, I tell people the training starts when you walk in the trail and put the halter on it. And it doesn't end until you take the halter out and walk away. And that's everything you do. I hear many trainers nowadays saying, oh, he's my buddy, he's my pard, he's my friend. He can be your friend, but he's never going to be your pard, because he's never going to pay the electric bill, he's never going to go buy you a cold beer. But he is going to be as your employee, because you do everything for him. You feed him, you blanket him, you have his feet done, you do everything for him. And as an employee, he needs to respect you. And that's the one thing I tell people, they must respect me.
Right.
Yes, I think the world of my horses. I've done things with them most people can only dream of. But they still must respect me.
Right.
And that's one thing I try to drill on all of them.
Rex, you talked about how you resisted making videos, and we'll talk about your video in a minute, but it took one horse to give you the idea that maybe that was something you should do.
You know, I done Horse Whisperer. It took one horse trainer to train those horses on that movie, and it was a very big undertaking. I had 7 sorrow horses play that part. I had one main horse that did 90% of it. About a year ago, a friend of mine come to me, an actor, and had a problem horse. He'd been to 4 other clinicians and was still having a problem. And I go over there one afternoon, and in 30 minutes we solved the problem. I do ask for manners. I ask for them, I tell them, and then I demand them. And that is my training theory on everything. I will always ask, then I will tell them, and then I demand it.
I saw it today when you were finishing your clinic, you opened it up for questions, and I think they finally had to pull you out of there because people ask you so many questions. So, you know, our viewers, I'm sure, are going to want to know about your videos and how you get them, and they're called Horse Wisdom, correct?
Horse Wisdom. We've just started doing them in the last 2 months. Every one we do is deal with different problems.
Yeah.
Everything from saddling, bridling, trailering, and we're doing a series on teaching your horses tricks. 31 years in the movie business and taking bad horses and problem horses, I've seen it all. I've seen stuff that people can only dream of. Temple Grandin, they wanted that horse to lay under that tarp, totally covered up and not move. And we're on a movie set, cameras, lights, reflectors, actors and everything. And I said, once I cover this horse's head up, guys, I got to have dead silence. And I demanded it from that crew, and I got it. Yeah. And that horse laid there so quietly, the actor come to me after the 3rd take and goes, is he okay? Is he still all right? I go, yeah. But he had confidence in me because I'm within 5 feet of him all the time talking to him, T, you're all right. And so he laid there dead quiet and relaxed.
That's wonderful.
But it's a confidence I try to build.
Yeah. Now, okay, just to wind things up, where can we get your video?
Our videos are on Swanson Peterson internet. It's swansonpetersonww.com. And I try to build products I use myself. I know they work, I know how they work, and as we go along, we'll make videos on each and every product.
Great. Well, we hope that we can get the word out too. And one last thing, I have to ask you about your boots.
These boots were made for me by Mercedes in Weatherford, Texas. They're going to be my trademark. I wore high-top boots my whole life. And she said, I want to build you a pair that everybody recognizes yours.
So it was a pleasure to meet you. Thanks for your time.
Well, thank you, Susan.